Hello, amigo. Eagle Gardens. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is We Nerd World 12225. Hopefully, you guys have had an amazing week. Or start to your week, rather. Get my stuff paused. Get my chat popped out. Chat changed to top chat. Not top chat, live chat. What am I talking about? Great morning, I see me. Ancient soul grown. What's going on? Alright, now I'm on live chat. Zoom window brought back up. What's going on? Alright, I think I'm ready to kind of hang out and smoke for a few anyway. Looking to hang out probably for a couple hours. Take it to the noon hour here at the Michigan time. What's up, my growing my life away? Who be growing doobies? Always a pleasure to see you guys in chat. Drinking, of course, some Bolt Farms energy drink with the old beet juice in it. Pretty decent. Not bad. Can't even taste really the beet juice in there. Smoking on some watermelon zittles. Brought to me by Mr. Brett Anderson, who stopped by over the weekend, had a little sesh. Thank you, Brett, for stopping by and hanging out. Always a pleasure there. What'd you have done? Bed round for 10 weeks. Holy shit, that sucks. Try not to pop them pills. What happened there, Ancient Soul Grown? Your leg, your shoulder surgery? What's going on? Pizza Pirate, cheers. I will be back to downloading to Spotify and the others very soon. I thought I had more episodes in line. I gotta go through a brief download period so I can upload to the other platforms. So that'll only take a minute, so be patient with the past episodes. I'll finish uploading them very shortly, or continue to upload them. Ever growing. The last episodes, these episodes, I've been throwing back up on them channels as well, but man, YouTube's been a butthead, man. It's not letting me have this episode until like tomorrow about this time, which is crazy because over the years it's only been like an hour or two delay, and then you could edit or download the video for your own keeping. But now it seems like it's a minimum of 24 hours, and that sucks. Been waiting for over 2 years. Holy shit. Ooh, double hernia. I've been there. Bilateral? Is it a bilateral hernia in the upper? That's what I had. That's a recovery, and through that process, I greatly suggest you listen to your doctors and rehab people, because you don't want to go through that again. Pretty easy to do, for sure. I lost my Zoom. Yeah, I'm glad you got it taken care of, but take it easy. Take it easy and wait for the proper doctor okays before you do your work. Do your rehabilitation work, but don't push it. I guess that's what I'm saying. Listen to your limitations. Very important. Mr. Buddy down here on my side. What are you guys smoking on this very, very chilly morning? At least it is very chilly here in Michigan. No work for me today. It wasn't due to the cold, just kind of a hiccup in material. That's fine. It happens. Little prof playing in the background. Got a fun day lined up. Hopefully hit the gym. And what's up? Automation is freedom. OG Hellraisers. Time to Exodus. Jeez, that sounds good. Gym, eye doctor, and then a company dinner later on. Woohoo. Supreme Grape Gelato Punch. Nice. Mr. Boom. Hell yeah. How you doing? I dropped some new stuff from my buddy TC. Almost said his real name. Some OG Kush. Times some other stuff, and then I dropped some stuff I got from Mr. Justin Meds. Cheers to you. Some NL88 NL Hayes number 5 times Game Warden. And of course, I've got the Smiley's gears going. J5420 mystery seed I got there. It's up and popped as well as the other stuff. What is up, Mr. Turner's neighborhood? How you doing, brother? It has been a minute. I popped in on you guys the other day. Might be. Tasty Brett, thank you, sir. Yeah, the garden's looking pretty good. The new seedlings, I'm excited about. And I got a little bit of some other stuff down, some blue mimes I won from the Sun Grown Cup. A little cultivation on that side. Experiment. That's my first run with the the fungi there. But should be an interesting little run. See what happens. Derelict flow running. Motherfuckers always hating on something. Took a small break to fill up my plate, cause all of this running around got me hungry. Tell him I'm back. Mr. Fuck. How's things in the Great White North, Boom? It's been a minute since you've popped in. What's up, Mr. Fuck? We'll do a dab on the 20. I did get to bring the rig up so we could, so I could take a dab at the 20 if you guys would like to join me. Yeah, I thought I had a little time today, a little opportunity to hang out with you guys, and I couldn't resist to log on and hang out for a few. See what was up with some of you guys. Say hello. Operation Freedom, cheers to you. Left a nice little hunk in the end here. Can always be guilty of that. Cheers to you, Operation Annihilation. There we go. As far as the dabs, what I'll be dabbing on, I don't know. This is I still believe what I believe is Kazoo's sample to the Sun Grown. Cold as fuck. How cold is it there? I've only been out briefly this morning. That was more than enough for me so far. That's funny. At least you checked it out, Brett. It is a pretty good series. Yeah, I'm over Michigan weather already. I enjoy it. Oh, -5. Fuck alright. Fahrenheit even. I guess it's been a step up since I'm not necessarily out swinging the hammer out in the cold the last few weeks, but I don't know. I'm just not enjoying this round of cold. Very much looking forward to some warm weather. I actually was seen a post by Gems and Genetics that said Fortunate Youth would be at Sarnes this year, which was I haven't seen them. Been digging on their music, so I'm looking forward to catching that. Looked pretty fun. I believe Mendo Dope's on that bill as well. Definitely looking forward to some warm, sunny days. Anything new to you guys' garden? You guys put any thought into what you're gonna do for your outdoor? Hellraiser OG times Rainbow Belts by Line. I see. Yeah, it feels weird to be up and online this early, 10 a.m. Check those messages. Morning, Kevin O'Donnell. Cheers to you. But you ain't fam, so what is this we shit? You cup yours and then leave shit. Listen, I'm telling you, it's my world. I does what I wish to. If you're mad, well, too bad. Sounds like a personal issue. I walk in, they all stare like, who the fuck is this dude? Kicks game is just rude. Don't get you jizz. Little bitches, I get ahead. Stay solid, I never fled. My haters feel like I'm better dead, but I'm quite alive. Skunk one, sour D. Skunk one times Louisville. I just want to stay broke forever. I'm actually looking forward to throwing a few more outdoors this year. I'm not gonna concentrate on that being the main jam, I guess, because I love the indoor cultivation, and I don't know, I just don't like putting the eggs all in one basket, and I love fresh cannabis, you know. It's nice to have that big harvest, but if I'm keeping it for my personal, by the end of that year, it's the shit that I took down this year. I can't imagine you guys taking down a whole year and keeping that as on point as it should be, man. The outdoor I have a whole fucking pile right here on the floor. That's just needed another burp or something. It already smells like that long-term in a jar smell. Still good, still has that heavy hitting, but just doesn't have the smell anymore. Hell yeah. I don't know. I enjoy my indoor weed. Enjoy the free power of the sun, but special to the Ed, cheers to you. I'll telescope your anus, cheers to you. Hopefully you've been doing well. Get on, buddy. Come on. Boys always trying to fucking sleeping until the camera lights up. No jacket required. Holy fuck, where are you? I wish it was a no jacket day. Need to water the garden today too. I put it off last night. Felt bad. Didn't even want to peek in because I knew what I should have been doing. Oh, that snake plant needs to be watered too. As I was firing up the fucking Zoom and shit, I looked back there like, shit. I've been neglecting you. I think them plants are durable. I passed taking some cuts or ripped out a few seedlings. Well, that's not even the proper terminology for that. But I've split that plant up quite a few times and it just keeps coming back. Cheers, Carlton. Yeah, I didn't see your message until later, and I was just whooped yesterday. And it's fucking cold takes some toll on you. A lot of extra energy to just fucking do anything, really. Yeah, they are finding keepers. Hey, Nova's in the house. How are you? Oh shit, we passed the 20. Damn it. Well, no time like the present, I guess. Let me fucking find the dad song. Man, can't believe it passed the 20. Flare this dad right up real quick. Well, I find the song anyway. I can't believe I fucking smoked right through the 20. That's fine. Dab song here. Alright, you guys ready to take your dabs? I know that one kind of snuck up on you. Me too. I'm sorry for like the abrupt stop and dab there, but I had to catch it on the close, at least the 22. I was too busy coughing to remind you. Well, thanks anyway, Mr. Fogg. Should be ready by the time the song's up. Oh yeah, we're already up. 3:47. I can go in for a low temp right now. Been dabbing a little bit more lately since it's here. I have some dabbables. And the email that I wish that I could remember who was so awesome to gift me such a long time ago. Close to the 20. The sassafras or whatever this is. I always hit that. This is a fucking heavy hitter. At least in extract form. Cheers, everybody. Tasty. Alright, next 20, somebody's got to give me a heads up. Please, Marina Family Farms. Cheers to you, brother. Holy shit. Oh, that's sour. That's a cool name. That's a cool name there, especially to the end. I don't know about the strain, but I like the name. Ooh, that is nice. That's why I like the dab song. Perfect amount of time to heat up, take your dab, all that. Sublime flocker. Cheers to you. How many of you guys had to work today and the weather squashed that shit? Curious. Thank you for taking time and dabbing with me. It's been a minute. That's I have it. We should get back into when we're doing the Weed Nerd Worlds. I have reached out to a few people to line up a couple episodes. I think we'll call February. The official return of the fucking talking shit with Eagles. Still debating on a good time. It will absolutely be earlier in the day, evening, Eastern Standard Time. Looking somewhere between probably the 6 to 8 p.m. time slot, I think. Enough time to kind of get back home from doing whatever, and then settle in for a quick interview. Well, hopefully, I like the long ones myself. That's the other reason I wanted to try to get into a little bit earlier time slot, because I do indeed appreciate the longer format, the longer shows. So I want to leave room for that. With the busy schedule that I have, I need that sleep, so I want to be able to leave time for a nice long episode if need be. And of course, in tradition, maybe a quick Weed Nerd World after, if there's another short episode. But get back into things 100%. I'm seeing, just enough incentive, let's say that, to get back to things. I miss it, It's one of those when you genuinely want to do something and you haven't been able to do it, you kind of feel lost. So figure that is a good time. So let's look for that in the February. Chocolate covered espresso beans. Them are good. You should try putting some of the coffee beans in a high protein yogurt. Very good. This is a suggestion I had from Mr. Brent Anderson at one point. Good stuff. So, what's going on with your guys' 25? How is it shaping up? It's moving along quickly. I can't believe that, January's almost over. And, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a lot of good things, not just for myself, but for everybody. I believe 25 will be a transforming year for everybody. Everybody be kind of some of the things they've wished, dreamed for, or worked hard for, they'll see this year. That kind of thing. That's my opinion. I need some music. Silence kills. Anybody knows me that tells me I can't sit in the quiet for too long. Gotta have at least a little something babbling in the background. I don't know why. Except that tapping. What's up, bada? You wanna say hi? Sorry for the silence. Just trying to find something worth listening to. YouTube has been just trying to keep me in a loop, it seems like lately. It's hard to break out of an algorithm once they've got you tried to be nailed down to something. You have to really start hitting some random shit to throw it off. I do enjoy that cover of the Pink Floyd, and I'm not a big Pink Floyd fan, but that cover was good that I posted up yesterday. Like, absolutely not one tune. Oh no, here it is. There we go. I started a new job this year after 12 years at the last one. Awesome. I hope that's going to be something great for you. It's always, I don't know, it's like a new learning experience. Hopefully you look at it that way too. Hopefully it's super exciting. How was it, how big of a change was it? Same field, just different, people, location, or did you take on something completely different? That's another thing I think, people tend to like have to get locked into fields just because that's where your work history lies. And sometimes it's tough to step out of the box. I found that this last year when I was trying to figure out what I was going to want to do if I had to full-time it back into the work career. And yeah, I took on a lot of different things, I guess. You know, I put in for anything from gym instructor to fucking there's all kinds of shit. I don't think I really turned anything down as long as I thought I could go and be happy, or at least smile while I'm doing whatever. That's the important thing. But yeah, Jason boarding. Cheers to you, Mystic Marks. Been a long time. Hopefully you're doing well. So if any of you guys have been keeping up on some of the replays of the older episodes on the other channels, which ones have been your favorites so far? Has there been some you've forgotten about and enjoyed, or do you have an all-time favorite that you're waiting to come up? Oh shit! Good thing that was empty. Hold on. Rap. No worries, and thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Oh no, man down. I would love to have that Badger interview too. I'm gonna work on that. That would be a good one, Jason. Yeah, and that goes to all you guys. If you have some suggestions of people that haven't been on that you'd like to see, I'm always open for that as well, you know. There's a huge spectrum of people out there in the cannabis industry, and not all of them, you know, any one person can't know everybody. There's always that one genius in every town, or you know what I mean. So many people have a story to be heard. What's up, Greg Avery? Skunk Ape Glass Works in the house. Cheers to you. It's a good tune right here. Older one, but still good. So many folks. Total weed nerds. I know, right? Sorry, just reading chat. Still waking up myself. I slept way too long yesterday. Not used to that. I smoked yesterday, like I said. Damn. Cheers, Green Table Gardens. Glad to see you as well. What are you smoking on? Oh, shit. I shouldn't sit down and write down some talking points if I'm going to end up doing it. Longer shows. Let's hope 25 will be a good year. I believe it will, I telescope your greatness. I believe it will. Still a few little changes coming up in my world, and hopefully some new stuff to come in. Joezilla, what's up? David Rose. Dante's Inferno, nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, as far as just something to talk about, I think I have a lot of stuff that's been bred in Michigan. I think I may just choose something that was no bred here, instead of just diving for whatever to throw outdoors. A lot of good luck from that stuff. Mumbling now. Manifest that shit. I was talking that with the guy yesterday that it was proof we were living in a simulation that we could manifest. Is my opinion. That's the loophole in the simulation. Homegrown. I'd like to get my hands on a cut of that pinconning paralyzer, which I've recently met a gentleman that swears up and down he can get a cut. And that would be pretty cool to have a legendary pinconning paralyzer in the garden. That was one of the a great scene back in the day that I haven't heard of in a very long time. Almost thought it was lost until I had heard that name. If it's the real deal, it'd be nice to have in the lineup. That's for sure. Meow Flower, cheers to you. How you doing? What time is it over there? It's been so long since I've tried to line up some guests on that side of the world that I kind of forgot. So what you guys want to talk about? I'm pulling up nothing at the moment.
when I see a fine girl getting high, cause I love a stoner. On the mic, we don't play. Body love, rock and stage, and stay high every day. The industry so the same, don't want a stoner to roll. But that's the kids in the
10:38. What's up with the time stamps? Oh, I got you. The military time threw me on. On the bus home. 3:40. Nice. Is it warm there? Hopefully it's warm where you're at, Meow Flower. It's fucking freezing here in the States. I'll try to have you some new episodes up on Spotify, Pizza Pirate, for work if you would like. Some good ones coming up. I just, like I said earlier, if you missed it, I had to catch up with some downloading. I was very far ahead. I had a lot of shit backed up. The stuff I've been re-releasing. Now there's about 800 or so episodes that need to be downloaded so I can spin them back out. Low 60s outside. Oh man, I'm fucking jealous of that shit. Jesus. Damn. Yeah, 60s would be awesome. You must be down south or on the west coast, huh? I should have set up the camera and just brought it in with the water with it. Fuck that no sunshine. What? So it's 60 with no sunshine. And now I'm even more jealous. 8 inches of snow at the beach in Alabama. What the fuck? That is a what the fuck. Yeah, this cold snap's been pretty wild. Good tune right here. It's been a while since I've heard some Merc. And it's raining. Yeah, I could do without the rain, but I could live with all the above. Super nasty. 83, what's up? Minus 23, must be a Canadian. Cheers to you. It's a good day to make cash. That's a good idea. Damn, I wish I had thought about that. I do have everything and some stuff that needs to be washed. Tell you, it would have been a good day for a hash. Let's go summer, right? So, how many of you weed nerds are like 4, 20, 10, how many of you guys would be are in the mid-Michigan area and would be interested in something stupid fun or something silly fun? Maybe like a weed nerd like bowling, or like I was actually thinking about some skating. How many of y'all fucking skate? What's up, Randy Fan Farms?
What's up? Man, I'm just getting up.
How's the weather there?
Cold. We got like an inch of snow, but it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, this fucking snow is brutal. Or the cold, rather. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's the last day here of it. And it's supposed to warm back up to like the mid 30s, which is gonna seem like a fucking heat wave after the last few days.
I know, right? I think it was like 7 degrees out, like this morning. Fuck that.
It was 0 when I woke up. Damn. Yeah. Thankful for not having to be outside today. I feel bad for anybody that has to be outside for any reason. And mail workers and shit like that, man.
My
It
wife, my
sucks.
not my wife, my buddy does roofs on the skyscrapers in Boston. So outside, that's fucking horrible. Plus, you're way up high. It's like I don't even think it's worth the money.
Oof. Yeah, the higher you go up like that, that's brutal. That wind that comes along with the height like that, it's definitely a huge temperature difference. Yeah. Hopefully make some damn good money for it.
Happy Wu-Tang Wednesday, people.
Damn Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it?
Yep, this Saturday we'll go into Rhode Island to a thing called the Community Bonfire, which is actually out of Maine, but it's going to be in Rhode Island this time. It's a cannabis event. There'll be different vendors and it's inside, which is good because usually this thing is outside and it's called the bonfire because they usually have a big ass bonfire, but they stopped doing the bonfire, so it's just cold as fuck outside. Ain't no one doing that.
Yeah. How come no bonfire?
They have a new spot, so I don't think they're allowed to do the bonfire there.
Hmm.
But this is an even newer spot. It's indoors, and you can smoke in there, but the place is small.
That's a tough one to pull off anymore. Cause we fucking smoke, man. We smoke down, and as much as I've always been on the other side of it, it's weed smoke. You know what I mean? But and it's I don't find it to be terrible or offensive, but it's thick, man. At those events, people just get you smoke, man. If you're sitting at one of our tables, everybody's got pretty much a joint in your hand. You get 12 joints going per table or whatever, and that's a lot of fucking smoke.
Hmm. A lot of
Back in
people
the
smoke
day.
blunts, so that will fuck some of people's burn people's eyes. That the blunt smoke in the sky.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm kind of thinking about it because back in the day, a lot of establishments were set up kind of for that. They used to sell smoke eaters, like industrial smoke eaters that were made to just kind of suck that shit out of the air. But since it's been so long since smoking's been banned in public, I'm sure a lot of those have either been removed or, you know what I mean? They're definitely probably not being installed, you know what I mean? In any new buildings. Yeah. Do we have to start building custom made venues just for cannabis events?
Remember how I smoked cigarettes? It was on the news today that certain towns in my state are going to start selling cigarettes, stop selling cigarettes to anyone over uh, that was born after a certain date. That way, new kids won't even be able to, like the new kids that are maybe thinking about smoking a cigarette won't even actually be able to buy them, even though they're of age, which is a good thing.
How well you don't need, they don't have to be a special age right now.
Well, you
I
got to
mean,
be
I think you
21,
gotta be 21, yeah. Buy a
but
cigarette.
even if you're 21, if you were born after a certain date, they still won't sell them to you. That's what's going
Hmm.
on, which is going to be that's going to be a good thing.
Very nice. Yeah. How'd you feel about the momentarily lapse of TikTok?
I don't have TikTok, so I didn't give a fuck. But I know a lot of people. make a living on it. So I don't know much about the thing.
I'm not really there. I have counts over there just to claim. I've always been an advocate of, because there's too many people that try to like impersonate or just for whatever reasons, uh, fate. You know what I mean? Two people definitely have the same ideas, different places. You know what I mean? So you have to get out there and claim your name, even if you're not going to put up an account over there in the future, just if in case. That's how you know how Eagle Gardens became Eagle Gardens 1. You know what I mean? Somebody beat me to the fucking punch, coming out of the forums into like the newer shit. And so there was already an Eagle Gardens that was on the legal market selling shit, and I think they were in Oklahoma or some shit like that, but they were more of a agriculture landscaping type business, nothing to do with cannabis. So I ended up having to be fucking Eagle Gardens 1, and I just once that was the Eagle Gardens 1 had to be on the main platforms, then fucking Eagle Gardens 1 just went to everything else. It was, you know what I mean? Might as well keep it the same. So that's still an advocate of trying to, like, if even though I don't use the TikTok, I think you know, go out there and claim we're into family farms or whatever before somebody else fucking grabs that shit. Yeah, and with that being said, I'm right there with you. I hadn't been on there for a while. I didn't even think it was a thing until I kind of seen it on YouTube flash up news. You know, I don't even watch the news a lot, and I've taken a lot of shit for that, but it's all crap anyway. But so I seen that it was banned and you couldn't use it anymore in America. So I tried to open mine up, and it sure shit was like, nope, you cannot use this in the U.S. Da da da. President Trump is working on it, and I'm like, well, I was on the fence that I didn't know how to feel about it. Now, it wasn't that I wanted to use TikTok. It was the fact that I couldn't use TikTok. You know what I mean? That kind of left this shitty taste in my mouth. I was like, I don't know if I like this. uh, but yeah, that's why I asked. You know, it's your thoughts on just being able to do it, really.
You know, I had my account as my Instagram account as Miranda Family Farm, and then I got deleted, and then they let someone else take Miranda Family Farm, so that's why mine's plural with an S at the end and a space at the end too, like a underscore, because I kept getting deleted. But they let someone else take Miranda Family Farm, and
Mm.
like yours, it's like an agricultural selling tomatoes and bullshit like that. And I know for a fact those people get hit up this whole time for fucking seeds and stupid shit, thinking it was people was set like trying to look for me and sending them DMs and stuff. So I actually reached out to them because they followed me, and I told them like uh pretty much like, I'm sorry that you're getting a bunch of cannabis shit, so that way they don't get pissed and try to delete me or something. But they seem cool about it. I don't really know who they are, but
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, that's the reason why to kind of get out there and do it. It's not necessarily use the platform or whatever. You know, you know how I feel about Discord, but there's a Discord account just because I didn't want nobody claiming my account there. A few things, fucking Twitch. There's an account over there I never use, but I clean my name over there. Fucking X, whatever. What X used to be? I can't even fucking
Twitter.
remember. Yeah, Twitter. There's a fucking I set up over there a long time, fucking years ago, and I don't fucking use that shit never either. But yeah, and it's tough to under it. So well, it's kind of even with that being said, you never know what's gonna take off and what's gonna be gone tomorrow. I guess.
It was fucked up. So when I went to just join right now, I usually would go under your Instagram under like a DM where the link was sent, and our messages are completely gone. I don't know where the fuck they went. They're all gone. So I couldn't even find the link to hop on here. So I actually went on Zoom and then tried to figure out like, fuck, what was the numbers? You know what I mean? So I typed in a 4 and then it popped up as Eagles room and I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah. Because I would have been locked out. That's weird. All our fucking messages are gone. So then I went and looked
Yeah,
and like other people's messages are there. It's just the ones between me and you are just nothing there now. It's gone. It's fucked up.
that's weird because I didn't think even they should be on one side. Because I know there's people that I'm not necessarily friends with on Instagram anymore, and I can still see the messages on my side where I know that it's been deleted. That whole account's been deleted or blocked from, I guess. Still there. So that's weird. That is weird. But yeah, I'll send you the link. Either way, again, so you have it.
I
So
got like
how's the
one
garden?
light. I got one light on right now, waiting for the rest to come on. And I've been going hard on the harvest. I have like
What you
mo
pulling down?
most of my room here is already the tops are all taken down and it's just whatever's left on the plant now. I usually would take the tops first on anything that's ready and then come back and do the middles, you know what I mean? Then come back and do anything that's of value before I take it out of there.
They look cool right now, and kind of the silhouette. You know what I mean? It's like a sundown silhouette of the plant. Looks cool.
I just did a big up potting to sevens in my veg room. My veg room was so overgrown and plants like pushing through the light this whole time that I fucked up and I made the plants too big. So this next
What do you
time around,
usually flower in? Fives?
I usually flower in sevens, but I don't have the plants over my head when I have them in flower normally. You know what I mean? I had every branch needed to be super cropped. I even had the first time I ever bleached out a top from it being like too close to the light. I've never done it before because I've never grown a plant into the light like an idiot.
Not necessarily idiot. Sometimes you just run out of room or you don't catch it. Sometimes you get a nice little growth spurt. I've tested it, that's for sure. I've had some grow right in between my bar lights. You know what I mean? I've had lights, a lot of, I've had a few strains that insane. The med grain was so hard to fucking tame. It grew up, even though like it grew so far up to the like I fucking cracked the fucker and bent it over, and it grew up and around the light and actually hit the fucking top of the tent. And I just let that fucking branch go because I was tired of fucking fighting it. Sometimes you just fucking shit happens. I've let them hit damn near just to test LADs get fucking pretty damn close because I think they acclimate as they grow up. They learn to be able to take that light and they just produce that energy further down into the plant. So I've tested the limits there a few times for sure. It's just a matter of the light, I think. Them panels, like I see there behind you, my HLG panels and shit like that. Them fuckers will definitely. And I don't even actually think it's the light itself. I think it's just the heat from the panel. To be honest with you, what are you guys' thoughts? Is it the light or the heat that will burn the plant when they get that close?
I think mine was definitely the heat, like you're saying, because I swapped out my bar light that puts off way less heat, and then I put that one that's on up, and that thing pushes off some serious heat compared to the bar light. And that thing, like I said, the bud was pretty much touching it. I'll show you the bedroom. Oh, the lights just turned on. Some of these I didn't transplant yet. Like these ones are in smaller pots, smaller plants. But these are all in sevens.
Nice. Looking good.
Couple of babies, couple clones.
I'm getting to the point where if I want to or not, I got to take some clones. I just can't. Are you in? And then this question goes to chat too. How many of you guys, if you need them or not, when you go and have to prune your plant, just have to take them? Because it just fucking hurts your heart to throw them on the fucking ground. You know what I mean? Or throw them in the trash can when you know you could make something out of that shit.
Man, I I don't know why I do this, but like me and Johnny both do it. We take like way more cuts than we need. Because if we need say we take 5 cuts, knowing damn well we only need one or two, but all five are gonna root. And then that's actually what happened. I cut too many clones, got too crazy, and then you can only put so many into flower. So the ones in veg were just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what made my plants 6 feet tall and fucking pushing through the lights. I got too crazy on the cloning.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it's just sad that are numbers a thing for you, or is it square footage in your state?
Numbers are a thing, but so like with my medical card, I'm allowed like 12 in flower, 12 in veg, and then unlimited seedlings and clones up to 8 inches tall. So this clones kind of got to be small or seedlings. But when I cut clones, uh, all my buddies get cuts off of me, like rooted cuts. I just give them away. Kind of sucks. Taught everyone that I know how to grow. They used to get bud from me, and then I taught them how to grow. They stopped getting bud from me, so they grow their own. So then they were getting seeds from me, but they're all lazy, and now they just get clones for free from me.
That was always such a deterrent. Um, when I was selling seeds, is you'd spend so much time talking to somebody, and then they would just ask you if you had a clone, and that wouldn't necessarily be selling seeds if it was a clone only operation. I just thought, and now I still do, just appreciate the cleanliness of seeds. You don't have to worry about disease and a lot of bullshit.
But check this out. This is this is cool.
So I just laughed thinking, says the guy that's got a bunch of clones going right now from others. They look good too. That's a
Um,
monster.
this is my aloe plant, right?
That's
But look
fucking
at
badass.
there's a fucking flower coming off the top. I've never had it flower before.
That's
This
pretty
shoot
cool.
is like 3 feet tall right here. But so I Googled it. I'm like, oh my God, is that a bad thing? And Google said that it's actually the sign of a super healthy aloe plant. All I did was just water it. I
Nice.
water it like once every 2 months, but I gave it a good watering and then it blew that up. Blah. See the snow?
So, one thing I wonder is it what I've wondered about because I've grown some cactus, not that that's necessarily cactus, damn close, but succubuses and stuff like that. Different light made them flower. You know what I mean? I could have them in one area of the house for a long period of time, and they would never do anything different. And then I would I started using those old fucking lights that everybody makes fun of, and they started flowering under the blurple spectrum and shit, and turning different colors. So I wonder if that like the winter sun, you know what I mean? Spectrum had a little to do with it as well. Not that it
Wh-
doesn't look super healthy. It's obviously fucking rocking healthy.
When I got that, when I went over my buddy's house, his ex-wife now, um, they had that aloe plant and a little pup had grown up out of the soil because they didn't water it and they didn't take care of it. And it was like the root itself and everything worked itself right up out of the soil. It was laying sideways across the soil top. So I was like, "Hey, do you mind if can I have that?" And they were like, "Oh, yeah, go right ahead." And that's why I wanted that aloe plant because that aloe plant was in um the ex-wife's family for like literally like almost 100 years, and then they went and almost killed it. So then I snatched that little piece up, brought it back, and then turned it into what that is now. And I've already given away at least 30 pieces of the aloe plant from to other people and shit. So that's kind of cool. It still lives on, and I have the ability to give them a piece back because they don't have it anymore. They ended up killing the whole thing off.
That's super cool. That shit, house plants and succulents and shit like that is fucking a crazy big market these days. The Gen Zs and Gen Xs are all about all that shit, collecting plants, and there are some plants that have heritage, like you're saying, that are worth money, and just rare plants that are fucking. I've seen just cuttings go for like 10,000, just like cannabis. It's wild, and people just collecting them like we do seeds. It's wild.
You know, it was kind of cool. So that like, back in the day, my mom used to go to like Tupperware parties. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Tupperware parties. But before there was Tupperware parties, there was my mom used to go to house plant parties, which is fucking really cool. And like everyone had different like weird exotic house plants and things. And that was like a thing. I haven't heard of that since I've been alive, but people used to do that. So my mom uh had like plants that she had gotten before we were born and plants that were from her mom um way before we came around, and she still got them too.
Well, the just the two that we've talked about, just outside house plants in general, the succulents and the cacti market. People fucking, that's the same thing. There are so many. Just succulents alone, I think there's like 10,000 varieties, and they're just like fucking seeds. My ex-wife there collected them. Same thing. I gotta get the string of pearls. I gotta have this one. I have to have this one. You know what I mean? It just had a shelves of different things like that. So I know what you're talking about, and it's crazy. It's crazy that whole market. I had at one point even considered because again them plants are so easy to propagate, just fucking dipping my hands into that market as well and spending because that's you can spend some Sundays in a free farmers market with a table full of that kind of shit and make a decent living. Them little fucking just small 4-inch plants, you know what I mean? Some of them go 10, $20 easy. So it's yeah, it's a crazy world, but yet somewhat one foot in the agricultural market still. And I've actually, when I was talking about this earlier, like being stuck in one field, and people being, because of that work history, being it being tough to change fields. And this year when I started putting out apps in different fields, and I looked at everything, and at one point I looked at like commercial greenhouse growing just to see what kind of knowledge I could pick out of there, for other reasons, just to do it. I thought would be worth the pay difference or whatnot, but I think that shit would be cool, or is cool, just as cool as cannabis anyway.
I did like a farmers market like event a couple years ago, selling flour. We could sell flour and seeds and cuts and whatever there. And it was right before Mother's Day. It was on a Saturday, and Mother's Day was like Sunday. And I watched this. I never even thought of this, but this dude, he went and brought a bunch of floral arrangements of actual like different flowers, and that like obviously going to the buy those things are expensive at the fucking store. This dude made a killing on fucking just actual flowers instead of like cannabis flowers. Showed me up big time. That was smart of him too.
It's one of the things I argued a long time ago. I sat in on a bunch of people talking about hiccups plants, and they're fun little plant to grow too, and the fact that you can shape them. They grow fast, and you can bend them into hearts or whatever as they grow, and head. That's kind of fun. But the flowers are fucking kind of cool too. And what I learned from listening on them people, and I brought that to a few Weed Nerd Worlds back then, the wormholes, asking if we could apply that same shit to cannabis, because with the hiccups plant there, it's the same plant. You like say you go into Home Depot and they have the hiccups plant. They have some. They'll be like a fucking bright red. They'll have orange, yellows, different colors, and it's the same. It's the same fucking plant, but the only difference in the different flower color, from my knowledge, what I took from that was the different swings in pH. So like a higher fucking pH in that plant brought out that dark red and such. So I wondered if, in the last part of flowering in cannabis, could a high swing one way or another in pH bring out different colors or accent different colors in cannabis?
Interesting, right?
I'm still quite curious. Not enough time to, actually play with that. But that's when somebody brought it up the other day about the different coloring in high heat, and I've wondered, if that pH swing in the heat was the reason for the darker color in canvas. Anywho's, but yeah, house plants can be cool for sure.
Gives you a little oxygen to breathe.
Well, that's another good reason for house plants. Is that some of them, that snake plant back there, the reason why I have so many of them, mother tongues and shit like that, are good to keep low light plants and keep next to the bed, but they're air purifiers. They're actually pulling out the toxic gases in your house to make it cleaner, not just oxygen, they're actually cleaning the air for you, certain plants. Fucking, that's yeah. It's funny yeah, I never was, again, a houseplant thing. That was always the ex-wife's deal. But again, I learned a lot through her path and that, you know what I mean? Just sitting by and watching, watching her interest grow in that. So, you want? I guess I could give you a peek of the babies I have in my garden if you'd like to see.
Hell yeah.
They're babies. They're babies. They're the fucking African black and the Thailand black that I got from Pizza Pirate. Unfortunately, that is no longer in chat. But and I have a clone of the Golden Goat and Bub Kush pre 98, and then I have the Smiley stuff going in there. Not too much, and they're all in kind of different phases. Some of them are needing to be flowered. That Thai shit, it grows so fucking fast. Alright, but I'll head that way. Hold on, let me find my Zoom. Yeah, I missed the bigger tents. I actually got a 4x8 going right now. What the fuck is this?
Bigger tent just means more work, right?
That ain't a problem. That's not necessarily a problem, is it?
I don't know. I'm so sick of harvesting.
I'm not buying that at the moment. You know, as somebody that hasn't had that problem in a minute, that's poor. What the fuck? I thought I had Zoom on here. Hold on. CJ Apple. Oh, there it is right there. All right, cool. All right, I gotta mute this and I head in there. Oh, hold it down for a sec, Seth.
I'm there. Cheers. Smoking some of the tri-fi. Kind of see whatever's left on the plants here. Scraps. Bare ass. Got another one right here. Here he is.
Hey, how you doing? Let me flip this camera around. Yeah, how you like that? I gotta give it the one good eye there. Which one? How you like the different color eyes,
Give it
by
the
the way?
old Joe Petrie nostril.
Can you see that? Can you see that actually? The different colored eyes. One's blue, one's green.
Oh shit.
I know, right?
I got a mixture of both. My eyes are like hazel.
It it fucking blows. It trips me out to sit look at. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. So this is a 4x8 right now. Excuse the mess. But over here is that little. That's the Bubba. Let me look, make sure. Yeah, that's the pre 98 Bubba right there. And this is the Golden Goat right there. That right there was in a cup. It's already been topped once. It's in a 3 gallon right now. And no, that's a five. That's a 5 gallon right now. I got that at the Sun Grown, and that was in a fucking cup, a solo cup when I got it. And that thing's already fucking
Oh,
yeah. And that is the African black right there. Cheers, Pizza Pirate. That's what she's looking like now. I got all these at 3 gallons, and them are the Thailand black right there.
What size pots? What size pot is that big one? Like a 15 or something?
No, these are all 3 gallons right there.
Oh, really? They look
Yeah,
fucking huge.
uh,
Look
that's
way off.
three. And then these are some Smiley's gears. And that one right there is one on J5420. It's coming in. And then right here are some that is game NL 88 uh 88 NL Hayes number 5 times game warden. There's 6 in there, and then there is OG Kush times another OG Kush from TCDR that I got in the mail the other day. And then
My brother's doing that. That's to use one of those plastic totes with the plastic cover for a dome.
right there. Uh, that's the tent right there. So this will 4x8. Once I go down and grab some more shit, this will be doubled up with light, and I'm gonna have another tent over that way. It's very over
I think
here.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna copy you guys and do that clear tote thing instead of a dome for seed starts also, because you could fit more. I could see you could fit more cups in there.
More cups in it. It's I like keeps that extra moisture in there for sure.
Mhm.
It's a nice tight fit. Seems to work out well. Cheers.
What's up, Eagle?
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you? What's up, Miranda?
What up?
Good to see you, brother. How you been?
Good to see you. I've been busy. I harvest every day. That's why I was just saying it's a pain in the ass. I don't like it no more.
Oh man, that's good. It's a good hate.
Keeps me busy though, out of trouble.
Yeah, that's probably worth its weight in gold right there.
You know, one good thing about harvest though is uh money and smoke is coming soon, right?
Yep. Yes, sir. That usually comes after the work. I only got one of these little Lucas. These things are handy. It's a little rechargeable dab rig.
I
You're on
ended
mute.
up grabbing this thing like a pen, but it's you can put the dabs on the top.
Okay.
I've been smoking. I don't smoke dabs, but I have been because I got this. Makes
Yeah.
it easy.
Yeah, man. I was straight flower, and then I had Roots to Rosin run a bunch of my outdoor. So I've got some killer hash, and I was like, I might as well smoke it if I got it.
Hmm.
And this thing's real handy. I used to have a Puffco, and that thing broke. So then I've been waiting to get one of those on sale, and then I saw these. They're like $60, and this thing works great, man. It's easy to clean. It doesn't keep a charge. If you leave it in the car and it's kind of cold out, battery will die. But other than that, man, this thing's been great. You're on mute, Eagle. Still can't hear you. There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
We're pros. I'm pro.
I got this in the mail the other day. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a hot knife, basically. And for either, serving up your dabs and dropping it in your skillet, or I've kind of just used it for what it says, you know what I mean? Just took a little bit and kind of the old days, just like you would have the fucking just old hot knife and shit. And this thing's been, I don't know, pretty cool.
That's
different.
funny, dude. I hadn't even seen those. And then I went to Wild Bill's on Black Friday and I got one of their grab bags. They have different, like, this was like a $40 glass grab bag and it had one of those hot knives in it. And yeah, I tried to do the same thing with not great results, but then I saw a video, I looked up a video on it and saw it's more for like cutting a little chunk out and dropping it in your bowl. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But you could totally use it, like, especially if you had like a little container that you were sticking it in and then, hitting off that. It's just hard to get all that smoke
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
knife.
it was either way. I had to, well, because it still leaves a little bit of residue on there, and it
Mhm.
will smoke it off. And it just reminded me of, I had to try it. I just had to try
Oh
it.
yeah, absolutely. It all works. There's no wrong answer.
True that. True that. In a pinch. In a pinch.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing you got left in the backpack and you can't find a lighter. Hey, go for it.
I had one of the similar, I think they called it a seahorse. That was
Yeah.
like a little dab rig that kind of similar to yours there. That
Yeah.
worked pretty well.
Yeah, I had gotten a bigger, it's the same company. They make, yeah, it was, I think it might have been called the Seahorse. It was a bigger rig. It had the top glass, looked more like a Puffco, but it was still just a single set alone chargeable unit. And that thing worked pretty good. I ended up cracking it. But yeah, those things, I've been experimenting with them. It's a lot less time consuming than going out and rolling one and smoking it outside. I ended up spending a good amount of time there. Best coffee mug ever.
So I guess I'm still somewhere like close, have a lot of old pens. Remember the little tips you could get, the ceramic tips you could drop shit in with the little fucking globes. And I fucking ordered the different globes off of fucking Amazon. I had skull globes. I had a little collection of globes because they
Yeah.
fucking broke so fucking easy. But
Mm.
with the scare of those and carts in general, uh, I stopped trying to like follow that like new trend. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Of digital shit there. And just because of that, I'm still to this day, a little bit leery of some of these, cheaper uh fucking devices that like that. But I'm sure, technology's come a long way. We've been smoking a long time, but I'm still have that paranoia. Even though even then I probably didn't heave, the warning as soon as I probably should have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love the technology. I could smoke my hash on a fucking, and it worked well for a good bubble hash, those little fucking skillets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Yeah.
that same thought ego on this with this weird dab coil thing that heats up in the vape pen thing. And like, is this thing safe or whatever? But then I thought like this is probably the safest thing I smoked out of when I compared to the shit like when we were little with the crushed
Yeah.
cans and fucking homemade copper pipes and shit.
Mm. Yeah, I tried smoking rolled up chewing tobacco one time. I mean, like you do some crazy shit when you're young and don't have anything else laying around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
work till you dried it out.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I've been there. Yeah. I'd smoked and chewed it both throughout the years, and chew was always my vice. I could do without. I had went phases with the cigarettes. I could do without. And at one point in my life, I did both. And then for shit, man, when I started chewing when I was about 10, realistically. And it went, by the time I was in middle school, hell yeah, it was a day and night thing. And then, but later in life, if you seen me smoking a cigarette, I was tore up. Tore up in time for home, right
Yeah.
there. But, yeah, chew's a beast right there. Do you chew? Still?
No, I did off and on, like mainly just like during like in summer, like golfing and like stuff like that. So just a couple of years with roommates and stuff, where they would dip, and so off and on. But then I quit. Yeah, I think it was Tony Gwynn, the baseball player, ended up dying and having all that jaw stuff go wrong. And I read one article on that, and I never dipped again.
Oh, that shit didn't deter me either. I seen that early on in school,
Yeah.
and that shit never bothered me. I have to this day, I have a pocket right here from where the Kodiak used to sit all the time. And every time your cheek would it's like almost starts delaminating the skin.
Hmm.
Every time you get, and every chewer will tell you this, all you do is literally move to a different spot in your mouth until this side heals up or whatever. It went through all that shit. And the thing that I did give it up for was my second child. My first child, I gave up alcohol the day she was born. When Lexi was born, I gave up fucking my tobacco. And when Courtney was born, I was like, all I have left is fucking weed, and we'll find a way.
Right.
Find a way. Find a fucking way. But fucking the tobacco was a tough one to give up right there. And the other thing that, and it wasn't even the health issue, that was a worry,
Mhm.
but it was more the pressure of people around me that had drank spit. With that pressure was deeper than anything. The kids are gonna drink it. Fucking, I drink it. Fucking, and then I think one of the final was one night when I drank it. And
Yeah.
fucking, I was like, all right, well, I've really got to think about
Oh,
this.
that is gross. Yeah. And it's even yours, and it's still gross.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a buddy of mine that I swear, if you even bring it up, he'll start to gag. But one night, man, I seen him chug a bottle down drunk. Drunk. We were
Oh,
drinking heavy, and he picked up a bottle and just blow and drank it until a cigarette butt hit him in the
hmm.
lip. And
Hmm.
to this day, you bring up tobacco, whatever, and he's running for the toilet still.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All it takes is one time, man. And yeah, something chunky hits your lip, and it's an automatic. Oh,
Uh,
man, I had a buddy. Yeah, a lot of buddies of mine used to dip, and my one buddy, he'd get wasted and just fall asleep with a dip, just sitting there. It's just, oh no, I'm glad I don't do that anymore.
every pair of pants had the signature ring in it from
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I mean, that was one of the things I thought was kind of cool about it.
too funny. So, do you prefer dabs these days? Is it just because you have it's a way to deal with the outdoors, an
I
easier way to
mean, yeah,
deal with the
Michigan
outdoors?
winters, make it. No, I mean, I still prefer smoking flower. I'll still take the time and go out to the garage and roll one up. Um, but if I'm watching a movie with the wife or something, this has been helping. So yeah, I'm definitely supplementing, just so I'm not spending that much time out, because I roll a fatty and sit there and smoke the whole thing. So it's, you think it's just a quick smoke, but in reality, it's at least half an hour each time. So
Yeah.
yeah, just for the convenience of it, and it's really good hash. So yeah, and now that I have a device that works and it's easier to clean, like you could just unscrew the tip, throw it in ISO, and that's it. So it's a lot easier than the Puffco for me. Don't have to have all the cotton swabs and everything all set
You
up.
know, I enjoy the dabbables, and I still think this entry right here. You entered this year's Sun Grown, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
I
I
still
entered all
think,
three of my hash strains. Um, yeah.
which would be talk to me because I at one point, and this is how the only reason why I suspect this is because you sent me some hash at one point, if you
Hmm.
remember,
Yeah.
and it had a very, very unique terpene profile to it. This sample resembles that.
Yeah.
And if you know that hash, you would know anything to do with it. So I kind of believe this is something to do with that strain. So I'm curious.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be, it could totally, because I entered the Chelsea F2, which was my entry. Then Tommy entered his Chelsea, his original Chelsea. So there was a couple Chelseas in there, that, but mine did have a different flavor. Yeah, I'm not that big of a hash connoisseur where I'm able to, pick up the notes from other people's, because I, just smoke these for the most part. But yeah, I appreciated the feedback I got. I didn't place or anything, but
It's a heavy hitter for sure. I enjoyed that. The hash you gave me, sent me up north,
mhm.
was bubble hash,
Okay.
and looks more like a rosin. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. So this stuff, roots to rosin, they washed and pressed all this stuff cold, fresh frozen. Um, so that's what all this stuff was.
So, and that brings me to what I'm trying to say here is, I appreciate the rosins and stuff like that,
Hmm.
but I've always talked about the different extracts that we lose a little bit of something through the different processes, and I fucking enjoy these 100%. It's a different high though when you put
Hmm.
it in the dab rag or you dab it in general. It's headier. There's been more shit filtered out to where the good old fucking water, ice hash. Throw a little bit of that in a fucking bowl or worm, and well, you were talking about time, so you don't want to fucking put a worm in a dube because you've just taken that half hour and made it an hour easy by throwing that worm in there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or just a quick bowl, and the
Hmm.
water hash offers that, I can just little fucking racer size in the fucking bowl, and that's a nice high. That's a full body, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? It isn't as so I miss water hash, and we don't see it. All these hash makers are taking that and impressing it. When
Yeah.
a lot of us were happy with just the greasy bubble
I could
hash.
totally, I could totally talk to those guys and have them run some just straight bubble too, and then have that, and then compare the two. So that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I enjoy all hashes, but lately I've kind of missed because it is that nice in between,
Mhm.
that joint and the dab, and that's a
Yeah.
quickie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I always end up with a ton of dry sipped, on the bottom of the trim trays and everything. So, sometimes I'll take a little line of that and toss it in there. And that works pretty good too.
And I remember when all the grinders first came around. You
Yeah.
remember that? And fucking
Yeah.
the
The keep
Keith
tray, the little
catchers.
keep tray.
Ah, man, everybody would hold that Keith back, and fucking that was a nice little like the caviar at the time. You could top it with a
Hmm.
bowl, and now my fucking I now I guess as I've grown or evolved or whatever, I refuse that grinder.
Yeah. take
100%
take that screen
scissor
right out.
cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like all those years because especially that was a nice period. That was fucking 92 to 95 when everybody started kind of the grinders. And that's when the fire was really coming out, at least around me. The fucking AK-47, some of the berry cushes and stuff like that. And throw that shit into a grinder, you were fucking dumbing down your weed,
Yeah.
by catching the fucking trichomes and
Yeah.
shit. And
Yeah.
that's the way I feel like it is today. That's the reason I don't use them now. You're just kind of dumbing down your weed.
Yeah. No,
If they have the screens. If you like that, that's not bad there. You're putting
Real
everything on your
sweetly
tray.
looks like a nice.
wooden grinder.
I seen Ooze makes a pretty cool one that dumps everything. It grinds right into the tray and you just kind of tap it over.
My buddy's got one. It's like it's empty on the bottom and it collapses down a little bit and it's got a little spinner with like almost like little keychain metal balls. It's got like three of those.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah.
when you press it down, it drops down and then grinds it all up, and then we lift it up, and everything's just sitting there on whatever surface you had it on. And that
Smiley's got, I believe, the weed whacker is what they call
okay,
it, or
yeah, that
something
makes
like
sense.
that.
That was pretty cool.
Fucking pretty cool. This was my grinder from back in the day. This is, I guess you would categorize as it was sold as a K2 grinder, that era of bullshit. But still a nice little crank top and shit. It works pretty sweet. Everyone these days, if I have a grinder, I don't know if you can see this. I fucking drilled out them
Mm,
little holes.
that's a good
And the
idea.
same thing, I've got somewhere I have a bigger grinder, and they're all at least that quarter inch
Hmm.
drilled out them tiny holes. So it's chunky and still what closer to a or a scissor grind chop, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
right.
the
I
what these were too
I'll use a
small.
coffee grinder sometimes if I'm trying to roll up a bunch. If I'm gonna be gone for like a long weekend or something. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the best way if you have a lot, I guess.
you gotta get the right consistency too. You grind it too much, and then it'll fall out of the ends. And yeah, consistency matters.
So how you dealing with the cold? You staying warm where you're at?
Yeah. I tell you what. Yesterday, today. I mean, I had to go out of the house today for a little while, but yeah, I mean, it's just bitter. Like there's no reason. If there's no reason to go outside, you shouldn't. Though I think the wind chill is -16, somewhere around there. So actual temp was like -4. So not fun. But luckily, I'm hanging out in the basement today. So good to go. What about you? What's it like up there?
It's fucking
Over.
cold. It's so
Yeah.
cold. I got decent reasons. I do have to get out later, but all good reasons. I gotta fucking go talk to the eye man, see what he's got to say, and then company dinner. It's funny. I snatched that right up, and I've only been with these people. What, this is my like third week, and boss come rolling through the other day, and he's like, there's lumberyards throwing a dinner. Would you like to attend? It's at one of the better steakhouses in the area. Lucky's. You're a Michigan gander. Have you ever been to a Lucky Steakhouse?
Not that I recall. No.
They're pretty good.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, at Lucky's, you interested in coming? I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So hitting that shit up after the eye doctor.
Heck
And then
yeah.
I think on the way back, I'm gonna fucking try to run some of that shit off at the gym. So,
Mm,
well, I'm out anyway.
yeah.
Too cold to get out down
Yeah.
there, no
Well, yeah,
fucking
get
way.
all your stuff done once you're out.
I learned last year. I posted it up on Facebook. Facebook was nice enough to remind me. This time last year, I ran up at Caseville for the Frosty Fingers race, and it was -4 stepping up to the line with a -34 wind chill that day, and
Gee.
it's still the tone of my voice is still different from that day. I'm just a octave lower than it was. And shit, like
Yeah.
after the race, I sounded like fuck. It was yeah, I sounded terrible
Yeah.
after running 5K, huffing that air because I didn't wear nothing, and yeah, it's not good to get out there on that shit.
That's a lot of freezing cold air on the inside of your lungs. When
Oh
you're
man, it was
doing that
brutal.
and running that long, like that's harsh.
27 minutes.
Uh,
Is what it took to run that 5K. So yeah, and I remember at one point the fucking first mile, I wanted to quit, but I was like,
yeah,
nah, I can't, man. This is fucking nuts.
yeah.
Fingers were fucking froze. I remember I actually took my fingers out of the gloves and just kind
Hmm.
of like balled them into fists under my gloves and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, not missing that this year. That's what I said to that memory. Ain't
Yeah.
fucking missing that.
No, man, it gets to a certain temperature and gloves don't work. Like your fingers need to be together, keeping each other warm. Mittens, like you get below like -12 and you need mittens. It's just not
But I'm
not glove
committed. Rain, snow, sleet. February 8th, I'm running. First one
nice.
of the year, which is by having chance my birthday.
Hey,
Frankenbooth gonna do an 8K start the year off this year.
that's a nice town.
It is. It's a fun race too.
Good.
It's a hilly fucker.
Are you
It's
are
a
you
hilly
Aquarius?
route. It really is.
Are you
So,
Aquarius, Eagle?
I am. You are as well, right?
Yep. And DOA would have been
Yours is
his birthday would have been the 14th. Mine is the 15th.
third. You're all. I thought yours was earlier for some reason. I thought yours was around the third.
Mine's the day after Valentine's Day, so my wife gets all of our money for the present and I get nothing for mine. She gets the val. I don't know about so when I take a dab hit, I actually feel like I've been saving a little on my heat bill. You know what I mean? When I take a dab hit, my fucking I got hot head, I'm pouring sweat and everything. But my eyes also get so fucking wet. Do yours do that, Eagle? Does it affect your vision with your eyes if you take a ill dab hit and you get the wet eye?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They get fucking runny. My nose gets runny with some fucking hits and shit like that. I was arguing the fact for 4 dabs the other day from Red Pill. I was talking to a gentleman that uh, I work with that loves cannabis, smokes, whatever, but then doesn't see necessarily the medical side of it. And I'm like, that's where I started getting all uneasy in my seat. I'm like, yeah, no, no. No, no, no,
No,
we were
didn't play.
cool until that statement right there.
That triggered button, you just hit it, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. But so I was arguing like Red Pill's case where the dabs help the eye pressure.
Yeah, hon. Yep, I'll be right up. All
But
right, I gotta bounce off. I'll try and hop back on later if you're still on. But good seeing you, Eagle. Good seeing you,
seeing you.
Miranda.
You also.
All right. Thanks, Eagle.
Thank you, brother. Have a great day. Stay
Yeah, you
warm.
and see you soon.
So, yeah, it does make my eyes water big time.
I asked Blind Cat if his eyes get wet like that, if it helps him be able to see any better or not. But obviously it doesn't. And then I asked him like, so say you're tripping, do you see like colors or something like that then, or you know what I mean? Because I don't know what a blind person would see when they're tripping. That's a good question, right? I guess it affects everyone differently, and everyone's eye problems are different. But I forget what he said, but I think he sees possible trails or light flashes or something. I forget what he said, and I got to re-ask him.
It'd be depending on if you were born blind, I guess, or if you had momentarily vision, if you could remember colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he did have momentary vision at the beginning. He can still see, but he can see out of the corner of his eye a little bit. So I guess when he's looking at you, he's actually looking sideways at you.
Yeah, vision stuff can be vision and teeth, I think, are the worst pains you can have, to be honest. I don't know. Pain's no fun no matter where it is, but different
I just
areas
went through a
definitely.
week of it. My back was I couldn't do nothing for 3 days. I did something bad. It happens for sometimes for no reason. I could just be standing still and my back will give out. So that sucks. But it was like way worse pain than normal. That lasted like 3 days, but with the extreme pain. But it was like a week long thing. And I feel like yesterday was the first day I started feeling like way better, back to the normal pain.
Normal pain.
Yeah, that shit
That's how
affects everything.
reality is,
I
isn't
couldn't
it?
sleep. I could tossing and turning with no comfortable position. It's like horrible. And then it affects your attitude because you got no sleep. I don't know, it's a whole thing.
Do you find like the moon cycles and shit like that affect your sleep? Full moons and
Um,
stuff for to sleep.
I, I don't personally because I spent like 15 years of this problem of not sleeping because of my back, so I don't realize it. I wouldn't realize it as any other day that I can't sleep. It taught my wife gets pissed because I literally toss and turn all night,
My
which
spin,
wakes her up.
spin, same kind of. I don't know if I toss and turn as much as I spin in one direction. Just take the blanket. Shit. I think I'm gonna fucking roll a quick joint, take a couple puffs. I'm gonna roll out on the noon hour. What you got planned for your day? Hopefully staying warm.
My plans are to do more harvest.
What are you gonna take down?
This shit that's right in front of us here. The whole fucking room needs to come down like the first couple rows. Like already
Yeah.
the tops are already missing. I just got to keep going.
Are you a wet trimmer, dry trimmer? What's your
Since I'm going in the machine, I've been I actually been wet trimming. It's like almost like to perfection type shit. Then when I put it out, like take it out of the herbs now, I just throw it in the dry, like the drying bucket, the curing buckets, and
Mhm.
that shit's ready to go. I don't even have to fuck with it after.
You know,
But
I
it also takes a long time to do that. That's why harvest takes all day, and you know what I mean.
so can I well, let me show you something real quick. Cause I vary from how I trim on that thing, cause I love them herbs now, because if you fucking trim close enough, nice and tight to the bud, and anything you don't get, you know what I mean? Because I don't dig into the bud to get some of that sugar leaf off. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if it's easy accessible, I'll trim it back to as far back as I can. But if it's a nice tight flower and I have to like over manipulate the bud, I'll just trim close, and then when it's in the dryer, that what's left seems to recede back into the flower and be not noticeable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oof. I'm glad I didn't fuck that up. Or there's times where, oh, I fucking hang dry. Sometimes you can't always fucking wet trim. It's a time factor, or you want to rough trim it a little bit, or you just fucking, you're that backed up where all the machines are fucking full and you have to hang dry. And again, at that point, I'll fucking bucket as far as I can. But this little fucking thing right here, see that? See the sides?
Yep.
This is for canning. This is I forget what it is in canning, in the canning world. But if you have just pretty much sugar leaf, if you're down to a sugar leaf or a rough trim bud, then you can put a zip in here, no problem, and give it a fucking quick one of these, and flip and clean up an ounce super quick. Over like I used to actually leave the, remember, if you remember this big screen I made, and I used to fucking kind of dry sift first round with that. I would do this over top of that and
Oh
let
yeah.
whatever fall go through that screen and start that filtering process. But just something like this, Tommy Tricombs has a fucking machine he's done as well, which was like, if I remember correctly, is like a multi chicken wire. You know what I mean? He's laid chicken
Hmm.
wire over chicken wire, made this hole smaller, and kind of you can do the shake with a drier bud. It But yeah, I prefer the wet trim because I like to put it aside for hash. And just when I don't know, I still prefer a wet trim over dry. And you get a better yield with a dry trim when it comes to hash, but I think you get a better quality with a wet trim. But sometimes you can't, and this is
Are you
good.
talking about with the actual trim
Yeah,
after?
yeah.
Yeah, because I've been taking up my on the wet trim. Uh, I'll cut all that shit off, throw it in fucking trash bags, and eventually just go throw it in my compost pile.
That's what And again, it breaks my heart to see so much flour actually being taken into the extract market when, for years, legendary hash was made out of nothing but fucking trim and smalls. You know what I mean? We weren't taking good fucking flour and fucking, even to me, I don't necessarily, because there's been times to me like I got bags of outdoor right here. You know what I mean? That are fucking nice. There's nothing wrong with this flour. It's dry, but there's times even when you're fucking growing and rotating and shit, you have stuff that's sat in jars for a minute and it gets a different smell to it. And then you just like, oh, that's not what it was. So you make hash out of that. You know what I mean? But that's process. It takes so much longer. You got to break down the buds. You know what I mean? You're never done when you wash buds. Soon as you get a couple quick washes, you go, all right, yeah, I've got everything I can get out of there. These buds will open up and fucking you'll get a whole nother dump. It's just so much more work to wash flour. I don't think it's worth it, quality wise, when we were happy and all for years and years and years just making our hash from, the byproducts. Why do we squish so much flour and shit? I don't know. Breaks my heart. It really does. It seems wasteful. I don't
Just
know.
as wasteful as me throwing mine in the infused compost pile now.
It does sound a little heartbreaking right there. Shit, brother. I literally, and I hate to admit this, as bad as I am with lights and stuff, fuck, I still smoke my roaches. That's like, I guess that's maybe a sign of my age or whatever, but man, I still try to use as much as possible and throw as much away as. I have fucking jars, and this is no word of a fucking lie, brother, that are in fucking storage still. 1 gallon glass jars that have fucking just fucking shake. They're full of shake that I just didn't want to throw away because I knew I'm like, someday I'll make RSO out of that. I'll give it a quick alcohol wash. I literally have fucking a box full of those jars. Just like, yeah, someday. No, they need to be composted or some shit. That's the pack rat. I guess I could be even in the pack rat that I used to be, man. I used to not throw away job used to be the end of a job or something like that. It'd be fucking some cutoffs. I'd be like, oh, I'll make some out of those someday and take them home and shit. And so I've had a pack rat mentality for a while. I've been slapping my hands the last few years with these moves. You gotta break this habit. I'm tired of dragging this shit around. I'm tired of fuck that shit. I've slimmed down quite a bit over the years, but I still, to this day, have a box of fucking shake in storage and a garbage bag of fucking outdoor that needs to be washed. Mhm. It'd be funny if somebody ever did get into that unit. They'd be like, man, this is just a bunch of gross shit and weed, old weed. Been dragging around too much shit.
Yep, February 1st. Killer bees are going to be swarming Wu-Tang Clan. coming to Worcester, Massachusetts at the Electric Haze.
Nice.
That would be cool. Actually, remember the last time we went, my wife lost her license on the way there somehow, so we couldn't even
Yeah.
get in the place. So this is a redo.
They seem to play a lot in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
because they're out of New York. Not most of them don't live there no more, but they play in Connecticut, which is butted up against New York, and we're up against Connecticut.
Well, brother, we hit that 12 o'clock hour. Appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for letting me on. Send you if you get a chance, send me the link on a DM because I don't know where the fuck it went.
No problem.
Oh, everything's disappeared. Weird.
That is
Chat.
weird.
See you guys later. Random Family Farms. We out.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day. Stay warm, Seth. Thank you guys for tuning in to this random early morning Weed Nerd World. You never know if the day goes by quickly. May do an evening show, depending on time. But if not, please enjoy your day. Stay warm. Most importantly, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. And with that being said, I am out of here. Have a good one. Peace.